Why do we light the candles outside? Kids, if you're coming here and anybody else who has never worked out why do we light candles, let's just get that cleared up, because we do light candles and there's nothing actually wrong with it. But we should know why we're doing it as well, because otherwise it'll be a ritual. And we have to understand what it really means. So the history of Diwali, or we call it DeepMala. Actually the Sikh word is DeepMala, but I'll explain to you what it is. The Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj became Guru when they were 11 years old. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj was Shaheed when on Tati Tavi. Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj was only 11 years old as a child. As they grew up, the truth came out that Chandu Shah had been the main person responsible for Guru Arjan Dev Ji's getting Shaheed. Obviously it was a political thing. It was not against the Sikhs on a religious level, it was more of a political thing. Chandu Shah had made Guru Sahib out to be like this, and Jahangir, who had ordered it, he hadn't understood how Chandu Shah was trying to make it happen. Anyway, Jahangir was the Mughal king, Guru Sahib Maharaj as our king. As they grew up, they set up the Akal Takht, Kal Bunga. They started to live a Shastrtari lifestyle. They had an army, the Akal Sena. And Jahangir met them and he spoke to them and he realized that they were not a threat to him. What they were doing was not a threat to Islam, it was not a threat to the Mughal kingdom in so much, but they were setting up their own area. And he decided to make peace with them. So him and Jahangir, with Maharaj and Jahangir, started to get along on a superficial level. Politically they were not against each other. What happens is, at one point Jahangir fell ill. Unhi bimari ho gayi sigi. And what happened is that Jahangir was told by Chandu Shah that if you put a holy man in the prison, you might get better. If somebody does tapasya for you by putting them into prison. And he suggested putting Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj into the prison. So then Maharaj was asked to go. Guru Maharaj did not protest it, because obi pana siga Rabda. They went in and they were in prison for 2 years. Satsang, it wasn't just 1 month, 2 months. 2 years they were in prison. In that time, socho Sikhan di kya halat sigi. At that time there was only one Guru. Samajh rahe ho? Wherever you were, you worshipped one Guru. Now we got Guru Granth Sahib Ji Swarups everywhere and the respect has gone down. When there was only one Guru, at that time in Punjab, in Amritsar, the Sikhs would get together every month and they would do a chonki to Gwalior. Gwalior was a town, they were put into prison there, and they would have a chonki, they would leave from Amritsar, sing Kirtan all the way, and they would do parkarma off the whole prison and come back. So I was saying, this is how much pyar we had for our one Guru. So anyway, at that time, Guru Maharaj is in Gwalior prison. Gwalior prison was a kind of prison that was famous for you never come out of it alive. They had a burial ground inside the prison, and they had a cremation ground inside the prison. When you went in, you didn't come out alive. They burnt you in there, they buried you in there, you stayed there. And Guru Maharaj was inside for 2 years. At that time, Saimi Amir, Jahangir got better. Saimi Amir said to Jahangir, you should let him out. He saved your life. When they used to go hunting together, Guru Maharaj saved Jahangir's life once. Tiger attacked and Maharaj killed the tiger, saved Jahangir. So Jahangir said, yes, I should let him out. At that point, you know the story, he said, let him out. Maharaj said, no, I'm not leaving. Dekho, Guru Maharaj is Nitarya Tar, Pan hai Khudai, Garib Nivaj, Din Rain Te Aaye. Maharaj says, I'm not leaving this prison unless you release all the other kings with me. 52 kings were in the prison, they were political prisoners. They'd done nothing wrong apart from political enemies of the state. So, Maharaj said, release them all. And they said, you can take as many as I can hold on to your coattails. Maharaj says that, alright, get a special chola made for them, which had 52 coattails. Sabnu ikne khadaditi, the kaliyan, and they walked out of the prison. There's political emancipation. This is a religious leader taking part in a political emancipation of people that shouldn't be in prison. Political freedom. SOPW, now Sikh Relief, are doing the work of that. This is what we should be getting behind, because that's what our Guru was doing. Maharaj comes back to Amritsar, having done all of this, and the Sikhs welcome him with DeepMala. They put lights all over Amritsar. Like, our Guru has come back. Because the Guru is the light that lights all of us. So every Sikh is lighting a candle saying, Maharaj, I will burn with your light. So if we come here to light a candle, remember that is a light that should be burning inside us as well. We're saying to Guru Maharaj, take your Sikhya, your teaching, Guru Sakhi, Jot, Pargat Hoy. And we worship him to say that, Maharaj, I'm going to burn with your light. I'm not going to go out there and burn with Kaljug, burn with Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hangar. I'm going to burn with your light. So the world can look at, hopefully, my actions and praise you. They shouldn't be looking at our action and praising us. For us, they should be praising our Guru, because Maharaj says, Je lok salahan ta teri upama. Why Guru? If people praise us, then they're praising Guru. Because asi ohi kam kaise Guru ne kiya. It wasn't our thinking, it wasn't any Sikhs thinking to start doing Sikhi. All the Sikhs ever did is follow their Guru. Whatever the Sikhs did that was amazing, it was because they were inspired by somebody even more amazing. Tan Maharaj. So, Diwali for Hindus is about Raam ji coming back to Ayodhya after he was in the forest in Banvas. We're not celebrating that. Vakri gal hai Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj, who was politically freeing those and came back, the rulers. So, we shouldn't be celebrating Diwali. Our word is not Diwali, it's DeepMala, because otherwise people will never say, what's the difference then? We're celebrating Christmas. No one's going to say, oh, are you celebrating Christ's birth, or are you celebrating somebody else's birth? If we use the same word, they're going to assume it's the same thing, isn't it? If you go on celebrating Christmas, they're going to think Christ. If you say celebrating Diwali, they're going to think Raam ji came back to Ayodhya. But are we celebrating that? No. It's Guru Har Gobind Sahib we're celebrating. So therefore, let's use the word DeepMala.